Welcome once again. My name is Julianne Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to help reconnect humanity to its highest form of authenticity. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm pulling from the Wild Woman mystery cards. I'm doing something a little different. We're going to do a 4-card spread, Well of Wisdom spread, and we're going to look at, since it's now after the eclipse, and what is happening to humanity and us overall. So we're going to look at each of these cards from what we are seeing, what we're not seeing, a possible outcome, and the actions we're being called to take today. My intention is these messages will help heal and serve you in the most divine way. Let's get started. We're going to start here. This is card number 1, and this is what we are seeing. So we're seeing honoring. So this is actually a really good. What we're seeing is that people are starting to honor themselves, starting to, choose. We're starting to choose to start to move in the way and in the direction that we're meant to, right? And that, we're honoring how we're connected and to this world. So that is a beautiful thing. We're really becoming what we need to in this world. That's the honoring card, is that we honor this realm, this world. We're becoming what is needed. That is what we're seeing. We're seeing people are starting to take those steps or are going to since this eclipse. The second part is what we're not seeing. So what are we no longer seeing? Or what is maybe missing here? That's the wild card. This is the understanding that you choose your destiny. And we're not seeing that right now. We're seeing a lot of people are honoring what has been going on, but not necessarily choosing how to react and where they want to go in their life. With this card, it really has 4 sentences related to it. You are the wild card of your life. You are the one who will make it be what it is. You turn it around whether it goes up or down, and think about what that means. And this is saying we're not really seeing that. We're not seeing that people are taking or stepping into their power to know that they're making the life the way they want it to be. So that's what we're not seeing. Now, our first one here is our possible outcomes from this situation. So it's great that we're honoring, but we're not really taking that responsibility of what is going on. And what a possible outcome is that we're going to allow whatever's to roll out. And that's good. That's very much like going with the flow. So that's not a bad outcome. That's actually very positive. We're going to allow things to come and go with the flow, which is wonderful. I would see that as a very positive end result, is allowing everything to happen to us. And what is the action that we're being called to take? Well, the action we're being called to take is grief. This one's really about disconnecting. There's going to be I've pulled this up many times, that there's going to be a lot of change. And what we're being, again, guided to do is to detach from that. We're going to have to go through allowing ourselves to feel the way we need to go through the grief is going to be a very important part. That's the action we're going to be called to take, is allow ourselves to heal, go through the grieving stage as all these things start to melt away. But we can remember, because we're not seeing a lot of this, but however, it is still, because I've pulled this with the grief card before, that it's up to us on how we see this reality and where we decide to go with it, right? So essentially, what we're seeing is there is a lot of honoring. People are starting to honor themselves and starting to respect themselves and starting to realize that the systems in play do not respect or honor any humans. They don't. I'm reading about the Canadian tax system. We are legitimately the highest taxed country around. It's quite ridiculous. And that's only on income, personal income tax, which on average is about high 50%. So in the 50% on average, depending on where you live in this place. And then we've got GST. We've got now a carbon tax that has gone up by 23%. It's not even a joke that we're being taxed at close to 80%. Like, it's ridiculous. And this is where people are starting to honor that we are starting to see how this doesn't work. We're starting to honor ourselves and realize this. However, we're still not seeing that people are taking the internal willpower of how they want to deal with it. How you decide to deal with it is how that outcome's going to go. And then, of course, the one possible outcome is we allow things to dissolve, fall away, and be removed. And that is very positive. And the actions we're being called to take is go through that grieving process. If there's those things that we're attached to that are going to be falling away, governments, healthcare system, education system, you name the system, it is not functioning well, not in North America. And we need to allow it to happen, and we might need to grieve through it. Cut the umbilical cord, let it go. The grieving process will free us from it. So this is what we've been guided. This is our guidance after the eclipse. This is our 4-card pull. As always, my intention is this will help heal and serve you going forward. Remember to honor what you're seeing going forward. And that, we're not seeing this a lot, but do remember, you get to choose how you want to handle this reality and allow the things to fall apart. And if necessary, allow yourself to grieve. Let yourself let go, detach from those things that we are no longer going to be serving us. Let's let them go and go through that process now. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Please do subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next time. Namaste.